Yes, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Please like, subscribe, and share. Right, hit the subscribe button right here. Remember to check this book out. It's on Amazon.com. Hip Hop and Igbo Culture by yours faithfully, Martin and French Quick is here. All right, and stick around for the news. It's about time.
Okwe melaru Ekene Maria Ijuptel na Gracia Oseblu Anonyeni Edengos Netiti Boronine Ojazingos Guma forgive Jesu Maria Gaso Nenke Chuku Yabala Ibande Jayo Kita Amano Amen Yabala Nyayo Onenke Chuku Jaso Oweto Nyagampanke Krisi Ayo Aina yogi Ojukwu Keriye Gracia Imodiai Kaiwundi Anja Bute Ozioma Wemali Wilaro Christi Mwari Stena Fia Nobia Webata no Stena Beaten Oya Stena Christi Divenaye Amen Otito the Rena Nawa Namonso Eto the Nisa Nebonine Luebebe Amen Otito the Rena Nawa Namonso Eto the Nisa Nebonine Luebebe Amen Otito the Rena Nawa Namonso Eto the Nisa Nebonine Luebebe Amen Pablo Bindini Nekwere no Galaga Sene Penke Chuka Zrike Nandokwa Pablo Bifazrike Nandokwa Amen
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie ụnụ nna na nwa na mmụọ nsọ.
Amen.
Ebonadi FM, 24 hours of informative, educative, entertainment programs. Can't stop, won't stop. On Ebonadi 103.5 FM. Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angel 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
And believe that it will hoping for a new Nigeria.
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GFM.
Good morning and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM News Update. Today, Thursday, the 25th day of April, 2024, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Efanshuku Ekeze is my name. The headlines. APC knocks Soludo for denying rampant kidnappings in Anambra. Abia group tackles Otti on alleged smear campaign against Ibazo. National Library seeks increased government funding to promote reading culture in schools. Ihedioha, over 10 more PDP chieftains dump party in Imo. Anambra community rejects newly elected monarch, seeks Soludo's intervention. Giuliani, Meadows, 16 more Trump allies indicted in Arizona election probe. Now, details. APC knocks Soludo for denying rampant kidnappings in Anambra. The Anambra State chapter of the All Progressive Congress APC has tackled the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, for denying that there is high insecurity in the state. There have been stories of kidnapping in Ukuru community close to the state capital, with some victims recounting their ordeals recently. This had prompted many people to urge the governor to wake up and work towards dislodging the gang, which victims have identified as Fulani herdsmen. But in reply to this, the governor's press secretary, Mr. Christian Aburime, dismissed the incidents as issues of lies. In his reaction to the claims that the incident was a lie, APC urged Soludo to stop fighting crime by making press releases. In a press release by the party, which was signed by Okebu Madukipe as a publicity secretary, the party said that is not the way governments work. If indeed the right quarters of government digested that narrative that is full of specifics, the only thing that they would have made sense at this stage is the acknowledgement of that narrative. The next logical course of action, as expected by all reasonable men and women of Anambra State, and they are in their majority, is to activate a proper discreet investigation into facts availed in the admittedly anonymous expose by opening a channel to profile the author. Abia group tackles Otti on alleged smear campaign against Ibazo. The Nigerian Citizens Watch for Good Governance have called on Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Otti to focus and channel his energy into governing the state instead of lies and fake statements that cannot be verified. The spokesperson of the group, Madoka Samuel Madoka, disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday in Abuja while reacting to the recent outburst of the governor targeting his predecessor, Victor Ibazo. The statement read, "We find it slanderous, an act of character assassination and the smear campaign against the former governor, Victor Ibazo. It is absurd that a sitting governor who has barely spent a year in office with a lot of work to do is running around making speeches full of lies and giving fake statistics at the detriment of the people he was elected to serve. In the light of his recent comments, we demand the facts to verify his claims. We urge him to give the name of the so-called contractor to publish a report, detailed and accurate report of all the doings he claimed have happened. He cannot, because these things have never happened, and he is lying about them, just as he lied about 247 lights in Aba. He is a habitual liar who suffers from mouth diarrhea, and soon the truth will put him in his place," he stated. National Library seeks increased government funding to promote reading culture in schools. The National Library of Nigeria has urged the federal government to increase funding for schools to promote reading culture among students. The head of NLN, Enugu State, Rachel Nebo, made the call during the 2024 World Book and Copyright Day, organized by the Nigerian Copyright Commission and held at NLN Enugu on Tuesday with the theme Read Your Way. World Book and Copyright Day is a special day set aside by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization to celebrate writers, authors, and publishers and to promote the enjoyment of books and reading. The event was attended by some primary school pupils in Enugu, teachers, and parents. The deputy director, Ms. Nebo, said the funding became necessary to address the issue of overcrowded classrooms and to employ more qualified teachers that would encourage students to devote more time to their studies than they spent on social media. She observed that some schools had about 50 pupils per teacher, making the class overcrowded. She called for increased government investment in education to improve learning environments and ensure access to quality education for all. The deputy director, however, urged parents to prioritize buying books for their children, emphasizing the importance of cultivating a reading culture among them. Books are important, and the essence of living is a reading. Someone will say that when you stop reading, you start dying, she stated. Ihedioha, over 10 more PDP chieftain dump party in Imo. The entire leadership of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Okigwe Zone, Imo North Senatorial Zone, has reportedly stepped down from their positions within the party and withdrew their membership, citing that the party no longer aligns with their political goals. Newsman reports that this is coming shortly after a former governor of Imo State, Emeka Ihedioha, renounced his affiliation with the party, emphasizing that the party lacks the ability to uphold its regulations or implement necessary internal changes. The other party, chieftains, who just announced their membership withdrawal, had criticized the national leadership for disregarding the ongoing turmoil within the state chapter of the party, despite numerous appeals and pleas for intervention, which, according to them, have been left unresolved. During a press briefing held on behalf of the party's Okigwe Zonal Executive in Owerri, the capital of Imo State, Sir Stanley Ekezie expressed disappointment in the national leadership's failure to operate as a robust and effective opposition party, instead veering towards a path of inevitable failure and deterioration. The politicians noted that their next political steps will be made public in due course after relevant consultations and deliberations. Anambra community rejects newly elected monarch, seeks Soludo's intervention. Tension is escalating in Ihite community of Urumba South local government area, Anambra State, following a contentious election of a new traditional ruler, Mr. Timothy Ifurunwa, sparking division among community members. Newsmen reports that last weekend's election, orchestrated by the community's President General, Mr. George Mado, has been rejected by the traditional council and numerous community members who contested the legitimacy of the proceedings, represented by Barrister N.I. Onyakba. The traditional council, along with chiefs Aham Konye, Daniel Ifemba, Anundu Ephraim, and Geoffrey Okeke, submitted a petition to Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo calling for his immediate intervention to prevent an escalation of tensions. The petition urges the governor to dismiss the recent election and highlights violations of local customs that mandate collaborative discussions between the town's traditional council and union before selecting a new leader. The council's legal representative, Barrister Onyakba, criticized the election process in the petition to the governor. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Giuliani, Meadows, 16 more Trump allies indicted in Arizona election probe. Rudy Giuliani and Mark Meadows are reportedly among the 18 allies of former President Donald Trump who on Wednesday were indicted by an Arizona grand jury, accused in effort to overturn the state's 2020 presidential election results, according to newly released court documents. In addition to Giuliani, Trump's former lawyer and Meadows, the ex-president's White House chief of staff, 11 Republicans are accused of acting as fake electors while asserting without evidence that Trump had defeated President Joe Biden in Arizona. While the 11 were named in the indictment on Wednesday, seeing additional names were redacted from records released by Arizona Attorney General Chris Meyers. Her office said the rest of the names will be released after they get served with the charges. The defendants named in the documents include Kelly Ward, former chair of the Arizona Republican Party, ex-U.S. Senate candidate Jim Lamont, two current organizations, former top state Republicans Greg Safton and Robert Montgomery, as well as GOP activists Samuel Moorhead, Nancy Cotto, and Lorraine Pellegroni were also charged. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Airborne at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. APC knocks Soludo for denying rampant kidnappings in Anambra. Abia group tackles Otti on alleged smear campaign against Ibazo. National Library seeks increased government funding to promote reading culture in schools. Ihedioha, over 10 more PDP chieftains dump party in Imo. Anambra community rejects newly elected monarch, seeks Soludo's intervention. Giuliani, Meadows, 16 more Trump allies indicted in Arizona election probe. You just listened to news update on Ebonade 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Ifeanyi Ekeze. Thank you for listening. Good morning.
Listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus, 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/gistfm. How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebonadi FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be.
Government,
Whatever. Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community. Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the root of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifanshku, number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebonadi 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face on Emas and Ebonadi corner 24/7, 24/7. Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebonadi 103.5 FM with Martin Ifanshukwu Ekinsie every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonadi 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Nwanne m ndị oyibo si home is where the heart is. Anyị wee bulie aga n'Igbo wee sị nwanne ebe ife ọma dị ụgbọ na-aga aga ka anyị na-eso. Nwanne every time m batara Anambra ka m nọlụ nwa aṅụrị obi m na-akụ resident Leofi n'ogidi egbugo m. Nwanne they cannot disappoint. Ịbata na residency ifunu rooms and suites luxuriously furnished. Nwanne ka m gwa gị nke bụ eziokwu, Residency Hotel nwere a restaurant ọ na-abịa ịbata dị asaa abụọ gị local and intercontinental fruits and beverages ọ ga-abịa ilisie ido arụ. Nwanne baezianụ na bar where you are served with drinks, wines and spirits brewed in different parts of the world. In the midst of everything, security is 24/7. Residency Hotel Leofino Gidi, Dina Kilometer 13, Old Enugu Onitsha Express Road. Call them on 081-40-933-512. Residency Hotel Leofino Gidi, Ebano, and Ebeneme.
Hallelujah. Celebrate Jesus with me tonight. Hallelujah.
Okay.
All right, so this
Guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share, right? Hit the subscribe button right here. Remember to check this book out. It's on Amazon.com. Hip Hop and Igbo Culture by yours faithfully, Martin Ifeanyi Quick. You can get it at the 103.5 FM here in Igidi, inside the Within Residency Hotel. You can also get it as well at St. Teresa's Catholic Church, Umunya, St. Michael's Catholic Church, Abacha as well. So go check it out. It's good for you. We preserve our culture as a people.